This is the video about impressions in the subconscious mind. And how do you know when it's done? How do you know when you've done what you've done and that it's enough, right? You ever wonder why some things manifest so easily and others just elude you? Do you ever wonder that? Why you can recount countless moments of your life where you've just manifested so easily, but others seem to be very difficult for you. There seems to be a lot of time in between. There seems to be a lot of stress. You may feel like you're stuck. You may feel like it's not enough, right? The reason for this is because you have limiting beliefs and fear, right? Which is basically to say that you have hardwired and programmed your subconscious mind in the opposite direction. That's really what it is. Because you can call it fear, you can call it limiting beliefs, but it's just programming in your subconscious mind that's in the opposite direction of what it is that you're trying to create. That's really what it is. And that, again, which is why this can be so difficult for some people, is 95% of what you do in the day. Your 5% is your conscious, your 95% is your subconscious. So if 95% of how you're operating is coming from the opposite of what you're trying to create, of course, whatever that is going to be more difficult. Here's the good news, though. The good news is it doesn't have to be this way. It does not have to be this way at all. Okay? And this is how we fix this. You have to create the feeling state. And I know it's cliche. I know you've heard this 100 times, and you're going to wonder, but how do I know when it's done? How do I know when I've done enough? I'm going to explain all of that. You have to create the feeling state within you, because the subconscious mind just simply understands what is the more dominant of the two feeling states, what you want or what you are, right? What you were or what you will be. It just understands the more dominant of the two. That's all it understands. And so to create this, you have to create a feeling state that it's already done. We all know this, okay? There's techniques you can use, or you can just simply go within and claim it to be yours. Feel it intensely through your heart, right? This is what I mean by feeling it intensely. You're feeling it through your heart. It's sending a very powerful, energetic, emotional signal of whatever that may be for you. If it's knowingness, if it's peace, if it's happiness, if it's joy, if it's gratitude, if it's whatever, right? It's different for everybody. Whatever you feel natural when you do this is what it is. And you do whatever that technique is for you, which again, techniques don't fucking matter. You can choose anything. You could just write it down on a piece of paper if you could feel the feeling of it. And you simply walk forward in your life, and you will be tested. And this is the easiest way to reprogram the subconscious mind. You will be tested in your day-to-day life to now prove this new faith that you've created, right? And I think this is truly the easiest way to do this. When you come across something, the easiest example really is money, like I brought up before. You may have a fear around paying a bill. You may have a fear around, if you go out, paying your fair share and maybe a couple dollars more, whatever, if you're splitting a bill. Whatever it may be for you that you feel fear upon, maybe you feel a sense of uneasiness within, or whatever that is for you, realize that it's complete bullshit. It's fake. It's not real. Watch when that happens. Just simply watch the emotion come up, watch the reaction to it, and kill it. Just completely kill it. And just flip the script, rewrite it. No, you know what? What am I talking about? Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Why would I give a shit about paying this, et cetera, et cetera, right? You just rewrite the story. You just rewrite the story. You do that enough, you start to really hardwire your subconscious mind. You're doing this with, again, doing this feeling state, whatever it may be, technique, meditation, whatever it may be, speaking it to yourself, writing it down. I just simply claim it. I claim it and I feel it. Do it enough to where you can just simply make it a routine for yourself. And then if you find yourself slipping, if you find yourself in those moments of fear, of limiting belief, of whatever it may be, you just simply go back to that feeling. You go back to that feeling. You say it again. You do it again. You whatever, right? You internalize it again. That this is your new reality. This is the true reality. And then again, when these things pop up, these tests pop up in your life, and they will pop up. They will pop up because it's essentially saying, are you sure you want to confirm this change? It's like a computer dialogue. It pops up and it's like, are you sure you want to confirm this? Are you sure you want to confirm this? Right? And you have to confirm the change. You have to confirm the change. So what you're going to do is you're going to watch it. You're going to laugh at it. You're going to smile at it and realize it was just a part of the old you trying to confirm that it wanted to survive. And you're going to tell it no. You're going to tell it no. You're going to rewrite the story. You're going to feel the new emotion. You're going to do something from the new emotion, this new emotional state that you've created, this new feeling state that you've created. And when you do this, that's all you have to do. You embody the feeling state, and then you react in a way of life that essentially aligns perfectly with that feeling state. And how you know that this is done, how you know that you've done these techniques or meditations or this internalization of new self, this feeling state enough, how do you know that it's done, right? How do you know that you've done enough? It's very simple. When you feel that you've done enough. When that feeling, right, because you can do this stuff day after day after day after day, which I recommend. If you're at the very beginning of this, do this 7 days in a row. Do this fucking 25, 30 days in a row, right? What you're going to do is you're going to impress this upon the subconscious mind every single solitary time you do it. You're not going to feel like your world, magically changed necessarily. Sometimes, again, you can have a miraculous experience, and sometimes it does. But you're not necessarily going to feel that every time. You have to go about your life, right? So all you can control is your emotions, your reactions, and your thoughts, right? In alignment with these things, and you can rewrite them. In the meantime, what you can do is impress the subconscious mind through doing the meditations, techniques, the proclamations of self, whatever it may be for you. It doesn't fucking matter. And you do this, right? And this is why you can literally do this once or twice and it's done for some people, right? For where I'm at, I don't have to do it 100 times. I just do it a couple times, a few times, and I truly feel that it's done, and then I walk forward and prove it. But you do it to where you feel that it's done, where you feel that feeling state that you've created is now actively awakened in your day-to-day life, right? You start to really kind of feel it more than you feel the alternative, right? And this is if you watch Dr. Joe's work, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He has countless testimonials of his body of work, of what they do with their retreats, right? And these people are real people. They're real people. It's pretty incredible, to be honest with you. But every moment of when they changed, it's all the same. It's all the exact same moment. It's all the exact same moment. When they no longer needed what they thought that they needed, when that feeling that they created then became the truth of their life, right? That feeling that they've created in their meditations over and over and over, they realized that it was enough. That feeling was enough for them. And what they did was, they all had this moment that comes up. It's these tests. Like, hey, the test results came back and they show that your tumor is whatever size. It's bigger than ever, right? Whatever that was for that person. But they feel incredible. They feel healed. They feel better than they've ever felt in their entire life. So they simply address the fear and they move on. They let it go. And when they let go of that fear, that limiting belief that they thought that they had, that it wouldn't work for them, that blah, 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 whatever that may be, it all came. The shift happened and they were healed. They just simply had to pass the test. The test is God asking you, do you want to confirm this change? And then he lays a path in front of you. Or in the case of healing, he heals you. If you confirm the change that you truly have proven the faith, you will get everything you've ever wanted. But this is how you understand that this is done, is when that feeling is something that you are embodying more than anything else now, is that feeling. And if it's not, go back to that feeling over and over and over and over and over and over and over again and internalize that that is all you need, is that feeling. That feeling is everything, because that feeling is the true experience, right? That moment where you're creating that and you're feeling that intense, right, validation of whatever that is, that's the reality. That is reality. And when you realize that, right, and you carry that with you and you reenact it, right, and you bring it up over and over and over throughout the day if you have to, right, you just keep bringing it up. Something happens, rewrite the story, flip the script, bring it up again, whatever it may be. And when that becomes more real and when that becomes more dominant, you've done everything you had to do. And all you have to do from here is simply pass the tests that come your way. Pass the test to prove that you're no longer fearful of that, right? You're no longer attached to that. You no longer have this limiting belief that this is not going to work for you, or that you need to go find this, or it's something outside of yourself, or you're searching for it. You're searching for validation. All of that that's the test. There is nothing to search for. It's already done. There is nothing to be fearful of. Why would you be fearful in abundance? You can't be. So this is how you know that it's done. This is how you walk in the state of the wish fulfilled. Thank you, guys.